trying or are you crying? That's the question. That's my question. That's the question for the day. Are you trying or are you crying? Which one you doing? Let me know. Yo, what up? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. So before we get started, you already know what to do. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit the bell icon twice. Smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and let's get into the content, all right? So at some point, people got to take responsibility.
What kind of shit is that?
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man, like I'm kind of actually tired of watching this stupid ass content on YouTube with all these dudes crying about women taking accountability.
Damn!
Like, taking accountability for what? Because you can't find a relationship? Because you don't have game? Or because of the root problem? Because you're ashamed that as a collective, you haven't done what's necessary to provide resources to your community as a collective.
Maximum sophisticated confusion.
You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who you're dating to contribute to collective resources of a community. And people aren't doing that. What people are doing is blame shifting. A woman having an attitude with you or a woman requiring a certain kind of man, that doesn't do anything. It has a zero effect on the resources that you apply for your community, and people aren't doing that. I was in the comment section of a video, and I had some dude tell me, we're winning. We're winning what? We're winning what? What are we winning?
You ain't black.
Are we winning the subjugation award?
You don't do shit!
Are we winning the dirt medal for being at the bottom of the socioeconomic ladder? I'm confused as to what it is we're winning. Now, if we're winning, if there's a crime Olympics or a prison Olympics, yeah, we're definitely winning those. We're in first place. All right, there's no doubt about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the Chicago Bulls in the Jordan era, the LA Lakers, or the Boston Celtics of crime and degeneracy. You're right about that.
We say the facts.
How do you improve anything when people don't even have the priorities straight? That's the question. People are so uninterested in their own fate. I don't know if people believe the nonsense and the propaganda, or I don't know if people just gave up or are giving up, and what lie they buy into makes them feel the most comfortable. I don't know. Maybe y'all could answer that question for me. But we're not winning at anything.
Now, so the white supremacists know that the cost of doing the business of white supremacy is going up. They can no longer get away with Joe Louis and Lena Horne like they did years ago. They have to have many, many, many more black people who are going to be showcased. I made up this term just to explain it. You have to make up terms because they won't make them up for you. So now that's the first phase, or one of the first elements in the maximum confusion. And so that black people won't be able to say, they'll say, well, you know, it must be something wrong with me that I'm down and out and don't have a biscuit to eat, because there are so many millions of black people who have so much, so it can't be race. But see, for the 4 or 5 million black people who will be showcased, there will be hundreds of millions worldwide who won't have a biscuit. That's the way the business operates in the future and will be. That's the way it seems to be going according to what? The evidence.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to go to a job tomorrow, I can't go to a black employer because there's no black employers who own the type of companies that I work for. Is that anybody's fault? It's partly my fault. I can try to make a business, right? But it would be a lot easier if people had already established businesses, right? I've been trying to create businesses for a very long time. But when you don't have other people with your same mind state,
or anything that non-white people do, that's the way you look at it, that is of constructive value. I tell people, anytime you're doing anything of constructive value, you're hurting the system of white supremacy, because no person of color is supposed to do or say anything that makes sense. But anything that's a bunch of garbage, anything that fills a person's mind with garbage, if that person is black, the white supremacists are all for that. I mean, nothing but just open the top of a black person's head and just pour garbage in, this non-stop garbage, and then put the cap on it and have them walking around doing garbage stuff all of their entire existence until the white supremacists come around and beat them over the head and make them do something for the system of white supremacy that makes sense.
who are creating businesses, it makes it that much more difficult. Somebody said something about my views on my YouTube channel. Oh, you know, you only have XYZ amount of views. My views are not reflective of the quality of my content. My views are reflective of the low priorities that people take in their own lives.
Now, they will help a black person do something that's going to help the system of white supremacy. But the minute you do that, or not doing that rather, if you're black on this planet, the minute that the white supremacists turn you loose from doing something constructive for them, then they want you to go off and do something that's non-constructive for yourself.
I put good video content together. My content is technically sound. The pictures are nice. I use good software. Everything is, you know, technically and fundamentally sound. The problem is the content. The problem is that people don't want to hear about what they're doing to perpetuate their own bottom dwelling. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. It is my problem because collectively, if we continue to enjoy being at the bottom, that makes it that much harder for me to get to where I want to be. That makes it that much harder for me to network. I don't want to network with people that I can't relate to. But because you people think that finding a comfortable place in what you're allowed by the people that run this society is acceptable, then guess what? You're putting your own glass ceiling on what you're capable of. You're putting your own glass ceiling on what you're capable of. And that's not my fault. That's not my problem. It is what it is. I would like to have a business. I would like to do as good as I possibly can, and I am doing as good as I possibly can. However, the possibility of how good that you can do is improved when you have a strong collective. And I'm sorry, man, we don't have a strong collective. And that's nobody's fault but our own. It's nobody's fault but our own. When I was in college busting my ass, nobody made fun of me because I was doing good. So that's not an excuse. Nobody made fun of me. But there was people who didn't prioritize their education. There was people who prioritized their social life. Why are you prioritizing your social life when you have no social standing?
The white supremacists want the entire world of people of color to always do stupid things.
That's my question. How can something that you have the least of be your priority? Make that make sense to me. But if you say something like that because people created their own reality where they think that they're on top in the world, then this kind of thing is hurting their feelings. Oh, you know, you're just a hater. You know, you're just a blue-pilled beta male simp. How am I a blue-pilled beta male simp? I'm not being docile for other men. You know what I'm saying? I don't worship Jordan Peterson. I listen to Neely Fuller Jr., Malcolm X, and Dr. Claude Anderson. You listen to Jordan Peterson. You do panels with Jared Taylor. You think that Steve Mullen-X knows the truth. That's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm blue pill beta male because of that? Nah, I'm not out here worshiping zaddies. You know what I mean? I'm not out here accepting brainwash with open arms. I'm out here saying, yo, there's a fundamental problem in the world.
And the only time you stop doing it is when the white supremacists said, okay, that's enough of that now. I mean, you know, Saturday and Sunday, we gave you time to do all that stupid stuff. Now, this is Monday, you come back and start doing something constructive for me.
Yes, sir.
Not for you, but for me. But when you're off on your own, make sure that whatever you do when you're around your cousins and your so-called friends and your neighborhood, I mean, you know, you go out and do your gang banging then and all like that. Do a whole bunch of stupid stuff wherever you are.
Yes, sir.
But when you come over on this side of town, where I am, that's the only time in your entire existence that you do something that makes sense. And let's keep it that way.
People that look like me don't have any businesses on the S&P 500. People that look like me don't own any businesses on the NASDAQ. People that look like me do not have large mutual funds that are doing international trade. Getting on YouTube and talking about cryptocurrency for 5 minutes, man, what is that? How much cryptocurrency do you own? How many black people own what percentage of Bitcoin? That's the questions that you need to be asking. And how can you form a group to where you can become a Bitcoin whale or where you can become an Ethereum whale? Why are you sitting around reading articles from Cointelegraph and shit like that? Reading articles from Bitcoin.com talking about I'm doing my thing because I'm into crypto. You're not into crypto. Those two twins that own all that damn cryptocurrency are into crypto. Elon Musk is into crypto. You're not. You're reading articles. You're reading articles about cryptocurrency. You're not into it. When you dive into it and you make a splash, i.e. a whale, then you're into cryptocurrency. How many whales do we have? How many whales do we have in the fiat currency system? Let me ask you a question. COVID-19 blew open the racial wealth gap, all right? It created a whole lot of billionaires. And it turned some billionaires into trillionaires. How many of those were people that look like me and you? But we're doing what? We're winning what? Did we win? Did we win the pandemic money? No. Are we winning the infrastructure money? No. We don't even win reparations. So what in the fuck are we winning? Please, somebody answer that. Because prison rates are down? You don't have no business being in prison any damn way. If you understood what was going on in the world, you would understand that we're already born into probation. So as soon as you have one strike, you're going to get a harsher sentence and you're going to be in prison anyway. So all those skills that you have, that you're out committing crimes, why don't you use those to build something? We are the only people on the planet that does not have collective control over the continent that we came from. How is anybody not embarrassed by that, man? And you want to sit around and think just because you got a green name and a badge in Kevin Samuels' video where he's talking, you know, criticizing women, that's somehow building?
Stop the bullshit.
No, he has 1 million subscribers. He has probably like $50,000 in income from YouTube on every episode that he does. He has that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Because he's created an echo chamber where you can cry about how bad your life is and blame it on women instead of looking in the mirror. Women have their own faults. You know what I'm saying? Women have their own faults. Ain't no woman out here perfect. But at the same time, what makes you a man is when you understand where you're lacking at and you look in the mirror and you grind down and fix that. Because that's part of being a man. Everything is your fault. Your kid don't come out right, it's your fault. Your household is broke, it's your fault. You don't have a heater in the wintertime, you don't have air conditioning in the summer, it's your fault. Because the expectation as a man is for you to take care of business. Stop blaming shit on motherfucking women and man the fuck up. Damn. What's so hard about that? Everybody falls into some shit, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, at times, the life can be too much for people. People get upset. You know what I'm saying? But continuously crying about everything all day. All the energy that y'all spend on tears. Collectively, Y'all could have bought a franchise. Y'all could have bought a restaurant franchise. All the money that people make on YouTube, put it together. Make a collective, franchise. Then turn that franchise into an investment group. Then turn that investment group into a bank where people don't have to worry about redlining and other kinds of financial discrimination. You got to start from somewhere. Sitting around in a sewing circle crying about women, what do you actually expect women to do? Why do you expect women to do anything? Who cares? Who cares, for real, for real? If women do some shit, that's great. That helps. But it's not their responsibility. If men want to be considered men, then that means men grab opportunity by the horns and opportunize on it. You cash in on it. You take advantage and you take control of it. You don't sit there and be controlled and then get upset when somebody is looking at you like, you know what? I'm going to bypass you and deal with the motherfuckers that are controlling you.
Under the system of white supremacy, we are taught to worship anything that's stupid. Just go and find something stupid to do and do as much of it as we possibly can do and walk around bragging about it. All right? That's how we have been taught. We're systematically taught to do that. And in a school, I mean, the young male or female who is black in an all-black school is kind of ridiculed.
How can you get upset with that logic? That's literally what everybody does. It's the same thing that drug dealers do when they cut out the middleman and go to the connect. You mad about what's going on? Motherfuckers is passing up the middleman going to the connect. Why the fuck am I going to date the motherfucker that's working at the company when all I got to do is flash a tit for the motherfucker that owns it? Seriously? Seriously? If you own a Sam's Club card, then you use the same logic that people are looking at us with. So you can't get mad. Fix it. Stop getting mad. Fix it. Fix it. Where your IQ at, man? Look at all these people, right? That make all of this money. You can go look this shit up on Google. All the money that people make on YouTube. Why not come together as a collective and buy a chain of restaurants? You don't even have to buy no new restaurant. You know what I'm saying? You could get a chain of McDonald's. You can get a chain of Chick-fil-A's until you're able to buy your own restaurant. I got a homeboy that owns a restaurant in the hood where I'm from. As soon as I'm able to, I'm gonna franchise his restaurant because his food is quality and it's a black-owned business. But y'all don't. I mean, my thing is, every time you try something, you're not gonna be successful. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? It takes failure to find success. But what are you actually trying at? Are you trying or are you crying? That's the question. That's my question. That's the question for the day. Are you trying or are you crying? Which one you doing? Let me know. Alright, so with that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you already know what to do. Make sure you smash the like button, share this video out to all of your followers, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.